Imagine a world where Cardano ADA flourishes, a vibrant ecosystem teeming with potential. But wait, a dark whisper on the wind speaks of a coming crypto crash. Will Cardano be swept away in the storm, or is its foundation strong enough to endure? In today's exploration, we'll shed light on the future of ADA. We'll dissect technical indicators like a botanist examining rare flora, and delve into the expert opinions like a seasoned explorer. But this isn't just about facts and figures. We'll also be venturing into the realm of possibility, using informed speculation to chart a course for ADA's price. Today, we're diving into the recent price action of Cardano ADA. While the entire crypto market has taken a hit, Cardano still shows strong fundamentals and promising developments on the horizon. If you're curious about the latest Cardano news and what this means for its future, stick around because you won't want to miss this. First up, let's talk about the immediate market reaction. Why has Cardano's price dropped along with the rest of the crypto market, and what are the key factors at play? The recent altcoin bloodbath has seen token prices fall by double digits, including Cardano ADA. This widespread sell-off is largely driven by market sentiment and fear. Negative news and speculation have amplified these fears, causing many investors to sell off their holdings. But what does this mean for the Cardano price prediction, and how can we navigate this volatile market? But that's not all. Macroeconomic factors also play a crucial role. How are inflation fears, US interest rates, and geopolitical tensions affecting the Cardano price today? Macroeconomic trends such as inflation fears, US interest rates, and geopolitical tensions are affecting financial markets worldwide. Now, cryptocurrencies like Cardano often follow traditional markets during times of volatility. Investors tend to pull out of riskier assets and move to safer investments, contributing to the decline in Cardano ADA price. How does this impact Cardano's price prediction, and what are the potential scenarios for the future? Let's talk about the immediate market reaction. Why are investors flocking to Cardano while pulling out of Bitcoin? What are the key factors driving this trend? According to recent reports, Cardano ADA has seen a significant surge in inflows, while Bitcoin has experienced a $621 million outflow. This shift in investor sentiment is noteworthy. For Cardano, this increased inflow indicates growing confidence in its long-term potential and strong fundamentals. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's outflow suggests that investors might be looking to diversify their portfolios or take profits. How does this impact the Cardano price prediction, and what can we expect next? But that's not all. Market sentiment is a crucial factor here. How is fear influencing these movements, and what are the broader implications for Cardano today? Market sentiment plays a pivotal role in driving cryptocurrency price fluctuations. Currently, fear and uncertainty are dominating the market, leading many investors to reevaluate their positions. Negative news, regulatory concerns, and the broader economic issues are contributing to this sentiment. For Cardano, the positive inflows suggest that investors see it as a more stable or promising option compared to Bitcoin in the current climate. How does this sentiment impact Cardano's price prediction, and what can we expect moving forward? Now, despite the recent price drop, Cardano has a lot of positives on the horizon. And I hear ya, what makes Cardano a strong contender in the crypto market? Cardano's fundamentals remain strong, even amidst the current market downturn. Recent developments in the Cardano governance are particularly noteworthy. Cardano is enhancing its governance model to become more decentralized, giving ADA holders more control over the network's future. Additionally, Cardano's focus on scalability and sustainability continues to attract developers and projects to its ecosystem. These factors contribute to a positive outlook for Cardano ADA's price prediction despite short-term volatility. Now, let's get into the technical side. What do the charts say about Cardano's current state and future price movements? Let's break down the Cardano technical analysis and see where we might be heading next. Looking at the Cardano chart today, several critical patterns and indicators stand out. Cardano has recently found support at the 35.75 level, which has historically been a strong support zone. Using tools like moving averages and relative strength index RSI and Fibonacci retracements, we can identify potential support and resistance levels. The analysis suggests that while there might be some short-term volatility, the long-term outlook for Cardano remains bullish. By understanding these technical aspects, we can better navigate the current market conditions. So as we can see, we've come down right into this lower range that we were expecting Cardano's price to eventually move to. This was the 33.83 to 37.49. We were, of course, quite cautious around the 1.618 Fibonacci level at 38.65 cents because this was a trigger point for a 5-wave move, which now taking a look at this, we can see could be a diagonal ending to the wave 3 situation. So let's go ahead and start plotting out what's changed in the most recent price action. So if I go ahead and remove some of our structures here, just to remove the clutter, I'll also remove these trend lines, so our wedge pattern, and we can also remove the W, X, Y, X, and Z pattern. Okay, I'm going to also hide the Fibonacci chart because we don't need this one on our weekly time frame. We only need we don't need it on the daily, we need it on the weekly, so I'm going to remove that. And I'm also going to remove a couple of these lines off the chart as well. So now we end up with quite a clean looking chart where we can see that there were a few ranges where we were kind of hoping that, basically ADA would find support. That hasn't been the case, and we have, of course, moved down a little bit more aggressively. Now, this is a pretty bad place for Cardano to be because it does put us in the territory of an impulsive breakdown for Cardano. Okay, so taking a look at this, going past the 38.65 cents, this is the ending structured move. Okay, so I want to also just measure out this distance here as well. I want to see whether or not this is going to be our catalyst for another impulsive move, and it is, which is good to see actually, because it means we've got a really quite a simple move to the end here. It's not necessarily an ending diagonal as I was first thinking. This is actually quite a straightforward 5-wave drop right inside here. So we should expect a little rally and then a final move to the downside. This 5-wave drop that we see here on the daily time frame, after getting resistance on the 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, and the 50 SMA as indicated on the charts, we will be looking at this as a reversal point. Let me zoom out and show you this in a little bit more detail. Right, we have the wave 1, the wave 2. All of this becomes our wave 3. We'll bounce up into a wave 4, and then we'll go down into a wave 5. Okay, so this is the 5th wave, or the 5 waves, the 5th wave of the wave 3 here, and then we'll bounce up. Again, we're looking to see whether or not we create any invalidations, which will be created right here. Okay, so coming in at 57.1, anything higher than that will basically invalidate the idea of going down deeper. But ultimately here we can see we'll have a little bit of relief rally, come down once again into these lows, and then we will get a bit of a run to the upside in a more of a relief rally, where we'll probably be looking at the 57 to 60 cent range for Cardano. So on our short time frames, we can expect more volatility here. I do think we're going to have some better discounts for ADA, and so do expect to see some more volatility. I think we're going to be expecting to see a little bit more pain before things get better when it comes to Cardano ADA's price action on the daily time frame. But history often repeats itself. What can we learn from the past Cardano price movements and market reactions to similar situations? Let's take a look at some historical data. Historically, Cardano has experienced significant volatility, much like the rest of the crypto market. However, Cardano has consistently bounced back stronger after market corrections. By comparing current market conditions with past events, we can gain insight into possible future movements. This historical perspective is crucial for making informed Cardano price predictions and understanding the broader crypto market dynamics. So here we are on the weekly time frame paired up with USDT, and we can see that we had a bear market low for Cardano back in March of 2020. And we had a significant surge to the upside for ADA during that first initial kind of peak where we saw a stimulus, a liquidity kind of being injected into the markets. This was a 755% move to the upside, after which we did see a correction to the downside of around 50%. That's that little correction right there. It doesn't look like much on the chart, but it was a 50% correction, meaning that people who were buying up here at 16-cent ADA saw their investments basically get halved very, very quickly. Then, of course, this was met by an absolutely staggering surge to the upside, where we had a 3,173% run to the upside. Again, this was met by another market correction where we did see 59.51% in a correction to the downside. This was then met by an additional surge and a final move to the upside of another 210%, totaling 17,469% over that period of the 9th of March over to the 30th of August 2021. Then, of course, we had the bear market, and we've had this initial surge at the moment to the upside. Cardano's price has, of course, come down quite aggressively. At the moment, 55.89%. And it does put a lot of fear into the market, seeing the investments drop down so significantly. But I do want to kind of say this is very similar to the kind of moves that we see time and time again. We are just in those very early stages of the next big parabolic run for the altcoin market. And here we can see this might be a little bit more aggressive. It might take a bit of time. For example, if we are to see this kind of play out as I expect, when we do come down a little bit deeper, we'll have a relief rally and then a further move to the downside, targeting out potentially sub 30-cent ADA. Now, that in itself is quite scary, but again, it is a part and part of the crypto market. And if history does repeat itself, we're going to be looking at these next kind of runs to the upside being very, very significant. Now, in terms of Cardano's future, based on these historical patterns, where do we think things are going? Well, I've gone through this a number of times already, and we are targeting out somewhere between $5.34 and $12.72. This is going to be this upper area right here on the 0.618 Fibonacci level and the 0.786 Fibonacci. Should everything line up beautifully for Cardano, there's the possibility that we might go out and have another 17,000% run to the upside and target $38. That's a long shot, and I do want to kind of stress that there's no guarantees of hitting any of these numbers. But for the most part, if we are to look at this from a kind of long-term perspective, whether it's one cycle, two cycles down the line, I do see a future where Cardano could be hitting those kind of numbers. You can let me know what your thoughts are on all of that in the comments down below. So what strategies should investors consider in light of these developments? Let's discuss some practical tips and insights for navigating the current Cardano market. In light of the recent price action and market sentiment, it's essential to have a solid strategy. Diversifying your portfolio, staying informed about market trends, and having a long-term perspective are key. Additionally, keeping an eye on technical indicators and historical patterns can provide valuable insights. Whether you're looking to buy Cardano now or hold on to your current investments, staying informed and adaptable is crucial. Guys, if you found today's video useful and informative, smash that like button. If you're new, subscribe. And if you haven't done so yet, check this video out right here and stay informed.